What's going on, Vape Nation? Job 131 Vapes, and I'm still here. Today I'm doing a review, or this is my third review of the day, and we're doing a review on the Infinite Copper 49 clone. It's pretty nice. I like it. It's nice and small, but I'll talk about that a bit later. But for now, we'll go to the zoom view. Just go in the ins and outs. After that, I'll vape it and tell you what I like and what I don't like. So, okay, so here we are in the zoom view of the Copper 49 from Infinite. It's a clone. As you can see, it comes in a typical Infinite box. Infinite electronic cigarette mod. 49 mod, and it's copper. And open. Okay. So open it up, and you get it. It comes with the Infinite pouch or sack or bag or whatever you want to call it. And inside it's a little plasticated, and you have your Copper 49. Okay. Obviously, I've used this for a bit, and I actually just cleaned it with some Never Dull, so it's looking better. No patina on it. But we'll take it apart and go over it piece by piece. Okay, so we'll go through the different pieces of the Copper 49, starting with the bottom cap or the button. Zoom in. So, as you can see, 49. Serial number on this one is 0229. You have the logo, and in the middle, I guess that's supposed to be a venting hole, but if you flip it over, magnet's in the way, and there's no other kind of space for venting. I mean, it is copper, and then you have the magnet right there. You can see that the magnet is slightly raised. There's a lip over here of copper, and then the magnet's in the middle. Okay, next piece would be, I guess, the magnet that kind of sticks to your battery. I'll show you that in a bit. So you have Delrin, and again, these two holes, I guess, is for venting, but I don't know, we'll talk about that. It's slightly indented, the magnet's inside, and flip it over. Again, that's raised slightly. You have kind of like a nipple, and then your copper that holds it in place. Then you have, I guess, your hybrid top cap. Alright. So you see the two holes for, I guess, for venting. And then it's screwed, you basically screw your addy in there, flip it over. You have a Delrin piece to prevent your battery or your atomizer from firing when you don't press the button. You can see that. I mean, overall, it's nice, it's light. Then you have your 350 tube, or the main part. You can see that got some two decorative grooves, and then your curled part for, I guess, your button press. This would be the 350 tube. Then you'd have your, if you add it on, I believe your 18500 tube. That was how it would look like. And then your 18650 extension. Okay, so actually I could be wrong in the order, but we'll figure it out. So, since we're in this mode, our 18650 mode, we'll start. So you take your 18650 battery, pop the magnet on. Okay, as you can see, the nipple facing down, and it just sticks to the bottom. Okay, and then you take your button, make sure the logo down. Now this is, or can be, a bit difficult. I find it a bit difficult to actually get it to go in there, because you got to get it to kind of find its way down there. Sometimes I'll get it, sometimes it'll be upside down. It's kind of annoying, in my opinion. Almost got it. So there you go. You have your button sitting there, and you put your battery in. Obviously, the magnet is keeping it from being pressed down. And you take your hybrid top cap, put it in, or you take your atomizer. In this case, this is the still air from a cigar, I believe. So it's sitting flush. You just basically screw that in. Now, one thing you want to make sure of: don't crank it down super tight, because as you can see, that hybrid top cap is very thin. You crank it on there, trying to get it off is kind of a hassle. So there you have it, 18650 mode with a still air. Now, obviously that fires, but yeah. So to get it down to 18500 mode, so I'm just going to switch out the battery. 18500 battery. Put that in there. Oops. So again, that's pretty damn small, 18500. Obviously that fires. But yeah, and then finally we'll get it down to 18350, which is super stealth. So again, take that off, pop your battery in. Oops. And again, that's super ass tiny. 18350 mode with the copper 4.9, and now obviously if you're sub-ohming, or even if you're not, I mean 18350 or 18500 battery life really won't be lasting that long, but whatever. I mean, it's just the look of it. So like I said, don't crank this hybrid top cap on, because if you do, again, it is copper and it's softer metal, etc. You crank that on, it's going to be very hard to get off. But like I said, for me, I like vaping or using the 18650 mode just because I like battery life. So I just put that together. Again, you could hear that the threads are pretty good, fairly smooth. Everything fits together nicely. But again, it is a Infinite, and they're pretty good with their stuff as far as clones go. I haven't had an issue in regards to what addies go on and will it fit. I've tried several Infinite Magma, Still Air from H-Cigar, what else? Pretty much everything I've done my reviews on, like the Zenith V2, etc. Those all seem to fire very nicely on it. I haven't had an issue or run into an issue yet. Truthfully, I haven't tried any K-Funds or anything like that yet, but I mean, even in 18650 mode, this thing's tiny. I mean, if you take a look, just a comparison, this is a Copper Cartel. It's significantly, you know, you're losing a bit of length, which is good if you're looking for that stealthy vape. I mean, that's so as it is. this is the Copper 49 and the Zoom Zoom view. So we're going to go to the other view, and I'm going to vape it and tell you what I like and what I don't like. So stick around. Alright, and we're back. So that was the Zoom Zoom view of the Infinite 49 Copper clone. So what I like about it, well, let's vape on it a bit and I'll tell you. So first thing right off the bat, gotta like the size. An 18650 mode, an 18350 or 18500, it's probably one of the smallest, if not the smallest mech that you're ever gonna handle. Obviously that's because of the hybrid top cap, but again, it's pretty damn tiny. I mean, look at this. This is with the still air. I mean, it's definitely a stealth vape if that's what you're looking for. Okay. Again, I like the hybrid top cap. I like the looks of it because it is so small. But even just the logo, engraving, threads are nice. I mean, so that's all good, or well and good. Vape on it seems okay, but what I don't like, which is a few things. First one being the whole button contraption magnet thing. I don't like the fact that you have to kind of find your way or find the button, try and put the button all the way in. It usually gets stuck, or it doesn't go in smoothly unless you're really good or have really long fingers. But that's the one thing. Also, the whole non-venting or venting issue. I mean, you got a hole here, but it's obviously covered by the magnet, so there's no venting going on in regards to this mech. Other than that, I also don't like the way you have to actually hit the button. I mean, you could, I guess, Cali claw it like this, and that's no problem. But if you're going with the knuckle, it takes a little while to get used to. I mean, it's fine, but it's not really my preference. It's not something I would recommend as far as the way the switch is. So bottom line is, would I buy it? Well, yeah, I bought it. Would I buy it again? It all depends. I mean, I like the copper. I like the look. The switch for me isn't really the best. I like the hybrid top cap, so it's a toss-up. It's a 50-50 depending on my mood, whether or not I'd buy it or not again. But I mean, the vape quality is fine. I don't think there's much voltage loss or anything like that. One thing to mention in regards to the hybrid top cap and the switch, depending on which addy you put on, that could affect the throw of the switch. So the still air, because I guess it's a longer 510 pin, the throw is a little bit shorter. Some of the atomize or RDAs or drippers that you put in, it's a really short 510 connection, so the throw actually becomes a little bit longer. So keep that in mind. But this is Job 131 Vape saying, keep your wicks wet, and thanks for watching.